On this week's show, Lawrentians plan for next year on scheduling day, we follow a teacher and a student through major assignments week, and Linda Lee gives us her opinion on the elusive bourgeoisie. Lawrenceville's 10-minute newscast begins right now.
From the studios inside the Lawrenceville School's historic Pop Hall, this is L10 with Aidan Duffy.
Hello and welcome to this week's show. On Friday, the Lawrenceville community gathered at Edith Memorial Chapel to recognize, mourn, and honor the victims of the school shooting in Parkland, Florida. In her remarks, Student Council President Bree Thompson called on Lawrentians to be better friends, better students, and better people in the wake of this tragedy. In addition to the 3 Lawrentians we reported on last week who signed NCAA national letters of intent to continue their careers as student athletes, another 5 are headed to the Ivy League. 3 of the 5, including Mohamed Jakite, football, Kathleen Huseman, lacrosse, and Mark Rukowski, lacrosse, will play for the Penn Quakers. In addition, Abby Dichter will play for Brown University, and Caleb Weber will play football at Cornell. Alex Liu and Jacob Wu earned spots in the 2018 New Jersey All-State Bands. They will both perform at the New Jersey Performing Arts Center in Newark on February 24th. In only its second season, Lawrenceville's indoor rock climbing team claimed a championship on Wednesday, with second former Jake Hemowitz placing second overall and third former Leah Antonatis placing first in the female division and 9th overall.
Good work.
On Wednesday, Lawrentians pored over course descriptions and consulted with their teachers and advisors during the annual scheduling day. Correspondent Isabel Sweeney was there to find out how to plan the perfect schedule.
As a second former, how was your first scheduling day?
It was really interesting and it was really exciting because you get to plan out your future at Lawrenceville.
How's your scheduling day going?
It's going pretty well. Teacher's been a lot of help. Helped me pick what classes are right for me.
As a fourth former, how are you balancing your interests with college counseling recommendations?
That's a very important aspect of scheduling day because obviously you have a lot of pressure from both your parents and teachers to be doing what's best for college, but I think it's really important to try and take courses that you're interested in because I think those are what's going to be most beneficial for going into your future and what you're actually going to be wanting to take in college.
It's not too hard actually because my college counselor recommended I'm looking to go into some kind of STEM field, and she recommended that it's okay for me to drop history and language, and so I'm focusing really on my math and sciences, hoping to really pursue those going into college.
As a fourth former, how are you balancing your own interests with college counseling recommendations?
So I spoke with my college counselor, and one of the big things we talked about was kind of finding a balance between taking courses that are kind of a good foundation just for anyone, but also finding things that I'm also really interested in. But I think at the end of the day, as long as I as long as I'm authentic in all my choices, I think it'll come across in the process. And so I think it's most important that I take things that I am interested in and that I can use in the future.
Well, we usually start with the question of what do you really care about? What do you want to do the most next year? And let's take the most important courses that you have your eye on and try to balance them with making sure that you're meeting sort of general requirements and keeping your rigor in a place where you can be really successful and passionate. My favorite part of something I say to the kids all the time is, look, next year I want you to wake up in the morning and get out of bed, psyched to go to classes, because you're taking stuff that you're really invested in. You've made choices, you have agency about what you're taking and what you're pursuing. So it's like a really good window into college where you have so many courses to choose from, so many options. And if you've taken the time this year to figure out, how do I balance my load so that it's exciting, it's challenging, it's feeding my soul in ways, then we're in really good shape.
Thanks, Isabel. Major Assignment Week. 3 words that may inspire angst in even the most steadfast student. Highlighting different perspectives, science teaching fellow Lisa Scott, along with senior features correspondent Jeremy Huang, agreed to vlog for us this week as they tackle major assignments.
Hey everyone, so this is day 1 of vlogging, I'm told this is called. This is my classroom. Here you can see I have a bunch of labs to grade.
So C period just ended. That means econ test is next.
During major assignments week, all I do is grade, come up with review activities, and jam out to music in my classroom.
All right, we just got out of our first exam for major assignments week. Rob, how'd you feel about that test? I failed it.
Day 2 of major assignments week.
Right now it's 7:15 in the morning on Tuesday. I'm heading towards Starbucks so I can study for our math quiz.
Just got done with my A period, taking their tests. Here they are. I know they're gonna be looking good. I know my class crushed it.
All right, now we're at the conclusion of day 2. So 2 days out of 5 done. So today's Wednesday and it's a scheduling day. So I only had C period, 1 quiz tomorrow and then a paper on Friday. So the last 2 of the week, keeping it strong.
Hello, today's Thursday of major assignments week. It's my busiest day because I have all 3 of my classes.
All right, so right now it's Friday morning, which means it's the final day of major assignments. I only have to write an in-class essay, and I'm done for the week. Looking forward to it.
So, how you guys feeling about this exam today? Not very good. It'll be fine. They're all really good. They're just like, I know they're acting.
So Henry, how do you feel about major assignments week?
Oh yeah, it's great. It's everything that I love about sleep deprivation, overworking myself, and humiliation combined into one convenient week.
And I had a bagel and it was great. And I played Minesweeper.
All right, so right now it's Friday evening and it was a long week. I had a test, 2 quizzes, and an in-class paper.
Yeah, this is the last day of major assignments week. After this, I'm gonna have many tests to grade. So everyone else is taking tests, we're grading all the things. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my vlogging. And see you later.
And finally tonight, 4th former Linda Lee gives us her opinion on the most enigmatic group of Laurentians on campus, the bourgeoisie.
Although some may think that the bourgeoisie at Lawrenceville doesn't exist, I certainly believe it does. For those of you that are unaware, the bourgeoisie is a select group of 10 or so students in each grade that are the heads of practically every single club or publication on campus. While the members of the bourgeoisie work tirelessly to earn their positions and are immensely dedicated to what they do, they also get to enjoy a special position among both the faculty and the students. Once they have worked hard to develop their reputations, they enter into a cycle in which they are considered the best candidates for leadership positions because of the ones they already have, and the reason they have so many positions is because everyone considers them the best candidates for them. Ultimately, this phenomenon is only damaging to our community. With so many leadership positions, the members of the bourgeoisie are either spread too thin and cannot fully invest themselves in some of their activities, or force themselves to compromise their lifestyles and develop unhealthy habits, like skipping meals or staying up until ridiculous hours in order to finish the tremendous amount of work they have. The proletariats, on the other hand, are left with almost nothing, since all the positions that they deserve just as much or even more are occupied by the bourgeoisie. This is almost impossible to avoid, so the only solution is to do what we've been told to do by every TED Talk ever made. Boldly pursue your interests and ignore the external chatter and comparisons. Let's make sure our notions of success are truly our own and not dictated by the elusive, possibly imaginary bourgeoisie.
Thank you, Linda. Tonight marks the final broadcast from the 4th L10 board. Thus, I'd like to take a minute to thank those who have dedicated their 5th form year into making L10 into what it is today. From Justin in the editing lab, Alex in the boardroom, and Jeremy Huang around campus, thank you, seniors, for everything. You will always have a place in the L10 family. That is our broadcast for this Monday night, February 19th, 2018. From all of us here at L10, thank you for watching, and good night.
One partner in paradise.